There's another issue looming. The stadium behind me, of course, iconic, right up there now with the likes of Lambeau Field in Green Bay, one of the older stadiums, and we've got Commander fans who are here because they want to see Arrowhead Stadium. Will it still be the home of the Chiefs in the future? That's the question that lingers as both Kansas and Missouri now vie with packages, separate packages, to lure the Chiefs and or the Royals one way or another. The Royals have said they won't be at Kauffman Stadium. The Chiefs are hedging. They could very well stay here and rebuild or rethink or reimagine Arrowhead Stadium. Clark Hunt made himself available today, and as you might expect, that was one of the questions asked. Let's hear what Clark Hunt, principal owner of the Chiefs, had to say about an hour ago.
Stadium projects move at their own pace, and we've learned over the years that you can't really force them to go faster, even if you want them to. So it's just important for us to keep working on both options. We're glad that we have both options, and hopefully sometime in the near future, we'll get to a decision.
That was Clark Hunt about an hour ago here at Arrowhead Stadium. Of course, the leases run out in 2031 for both teams. The question then becomes, does it go back on the ballot for Jackson County voters if the teams stay here or they move elsewhere? What kind of package would they get in Kansas? That's the question. I'm going to bring in my colleague, Jonathan Ketz, who's been following this now. He's back on Signal Hill. John, you elicited from Ty Masterson, the Senate president in Kansas. He thought that the Royals might have a package ready to go by the end of December or even end of November, early December. And that sort of got everybody thinking maybe the Royals were leaning toward the Kansas side, but the Chiefs still very much non-committal at this point. And you've heard from both governors about that.
Right. We've heard from both governors, and recently, John, we heard from Kansas Governor Laura Kelly. In fact, she said she will not get into what she's calling a bidding war when it comes to trying to get either the Chiefs or the Royals to move across the state line. Now, Kansas City, Missouri Mayor Quinton Lucas says that the efforts restarted the economic border war, though. Governor Kelly says she does not think it's fair to Kansans to get into a type of bidding war approach to economic development.
So, you can be sure that, we've done a lot of economic development deals in the time that I've been governor. And we have vetted every single one of those to ensure that if we're going to invest this kind of money, we're going to get a heck of a return on that investment.
Fox 4 also had an exclusive interview last week with Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe. We asked the governor if he believes he can keep the Royals or Chiefs or both teams in the state of Missouri.
Well, Chiefs have definitely said they want to stay at Arrowhead, and we're encouraging them, and they've released some plans that would make Arrowhead a legacy facility, not much like Lambeau Field is. So there's some really exciting stuff that could happen at the existing site for the Chiefs.
Kansas State Senate President Ty Masterson says he set an end-of-the-year deadline if either team wants to come to the Sunflower State.